This is an execution in process on a cold morning along Lusaka Road in South B. The reason being a phone snatching case that occurred on a Wednesday around 6:30 a.m. One of the casualties is reported as son of Edward Maina Shimoli, a notorious criminal known as Carlos the Jackal, who had been enemy number one of the Kenyan police, famous for causing a scene in Uhuru Park, Nairobi County during a shootout between himself and a dozen policemen, shot and wounded 5 policemen. In 1996, with the help of others, he made a daring escape from Committee Maximum Prison just before he was to be hung. He was finally shot dead along Kangundo Road in Nairobi in 2007. With the case of the son Leon Shimoli and other 2 casualties, they terrorized the area around South B suburb, which raises a question. How did they thrive in the area given the near proximity of the location to 3 police stations, the CBD, and connecting to a major highway? I am Leo Zaresa. I do investigative reports. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. South B is a middle-class neighborhood where apartment buildings, some in gated communities, sit close to places of worship and educational institutions such as the Technical University of Kenya. You will think Edward Shimoli and his compatriots would live here. Likely not. On the eastern side of South B, in a loop of the Ngong River, is the informal settlement or slum of Fuata Nyayo. It forms part of the larger Mukuru slums area. Mukuru is a collection of slums in Nairobi City, including Mukuru kwa Ruben, Mukuru kwa Njenga, Sinai, Paradise, Jamaica, Kingston, Marigwini, Fuata Nyayo, and Kayaba villages. Industrial area is approximately 2.6 kilometers to the Nairobi CBD. Industrial area, Mukuru and South B are adjacent to one another. In fact, wake up one day and walk blindly from one of these areas. After a couple of minutes, ask people where you are. Don't be surprised if they mentioned one of the 3. On Monday, 20th May 2024, an Indian national was robbed of 12,000 Kenyan shillings and a gold chain. The suspects then disappeared into the Mukuru slums. Makadara Sub-County Police Boss Judy Kohler said the suspects, who are riding on a motorcycle, have been a thorn in the area, a concern that compelled them to lay an ambush for the suspect. Earlier, a student at the Technical University of Kenya reported that while walking from the institution, which faces Times Tower, 2 men riding on a motorcycle abruptly approached him from in front along Dunga Road. He tried turning back but met other 2 behind, and it became clear he had been sandwiched between them. One had something that looked like a weapon. The night was looming. They took his laptop he had in a bag before taking off in motorcycles. At the intersection of Dunga Road and Lusaka Road, there is a roundabout. Facing the CBD direction, turn right, and after some meters walk, you will arrive at the Industrial Area Police Station. From the same roundabout, turning left, follow Lusaka Road, and after some meters, you arrive at the Nyayo roundabout. Continue to Langata Road, and on the right there is Nyayo Police Station. From Dunga Road and Lusaka Road roundabout, head towards Haile Selassie Avenue. There is Railways Police Station. Adamson Bungei, the head of Nairobi Police, stated that a group had been attacking and robbing pedestrians along Mombasa Road, and there has been an increase in the number of occurrences where suspects attack and steal using motorcycles before fleeing. See, Mombasa Road joins Nyayo roundabout and also borders South B area. A former South B phone snatcher explains his ordeal after being busted in snatching cases.
I have been raised at Mukuru, Kayaba slum. Problem yangu ilikuwa ni my parents they separated and my mother was a drunkard, my father he was a don't care and drunkard.
Parents play a pivotal role in a child's growth, especially below the age of 18 years. So if the parents are shaky, it's a high probability the child will be shaky too.
Nilipita standard 8, nikapata 4 out of 700, lakini nikanyimwa sponsorship. Ilikuwa ni kama chuki, wengine wanapendelea, lakini sio siku give up, nikajipeleka secondary na pesa yangu ya art because I was doing fine art when I was primary, niko nafanya my exhibition.
There have been cases of favoritism in bodies that issue education sponsorships to those financially struggling, and given that he was from a financially challenged family and scored high marks, ideally he should have earned it.
Nikiwa primary school ndio saa hardship ilikuwa ngumu, nafukuzwa juu ya fees. juu mimi ndio niko najilipia na aunti yangu sengine ananilipia sasa anataka, so niko naogopa kusimamishwa siku yote kwa class, I'm being sent home for fees. So ndio nikaanza snatching hapa South Beach Shopping Center, na nikishika 3310 hivi nimekafunga, shida imeisha, nitakunywa, ndio nikaanza kudrink, nikaanza kutembea na bad company juu si maisha, kuna mtu alinichukua, alikuwa ananisaidia. Kabla sijamaliza form 4 kwanza nikapelekwa wapi, nikashikwa, nikapelekwa Kamiti. That was my first round. Nilisnatch simu, maaskari wakatuandikia robbery, nikaenda na kesi nyingine iko overloaded, yani ina uzito sana kuliko kesi yangu. Nikakatuma nsule jamaa tulishikwa naye kwa walikuwa wealthy, waka withdraw case na complainant, kaisha hivyo nikarudi shule.
He goes on talking about brushing with the police again and was given a 10-year jail term for robbery due to life hardships while trying to make ends meet using his art pieces. Another person, Bernard Mutua, aged 23, who was on his way to a job interview, was accosted by a gang. They stole his mobile phone. Mutua told the police he had been robbed at gunpoint and had no choice but to hand over the device. These cases and maybe more others pressured the police to act and put an end to the gang, which is safe to conclude its members were close or at least knew one another. An operation carried out by industrial area officers led by Vipol Makadara and Stapol Industrial Area was ongoing. The Bernard Mutua gunpoint phone robbery made the undesired or desired meeting of the gang and the police highly likely. The same name came up in the list of suspects: Leon Shimoli, a popular footballer in Jericho, and his gang known for causing mayhem along busy Nairobi roads, including Lusaka Road, Enterprise Road, and Dunga Road. Shimoli would attack fans at Camp Toyoyo Stadium in Jericho, located in Eastlands suburbs of Nairobi. At about 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday, May 22, 2024, the police received a report that 3 guys stole a cell phone from a female pedestrian close to the car and general area and rode towards South B. The police target became clear: Shimoli, a Boda Boda rider, and another unnamed suspect who robbed members of the public money, mobile phones, and other valuables. They noted the suspects were on board a black Boxer motorcycle with registration number KMFG 753Q. This was enough intel that the suspects were on their usual working area, and a sting was launched immediately after their details were made public. A chase ensued once the trio reached Dunga Road. The police cornered the trio and ordered them to surrender, but the suspect opened fire at the officers. The gunfire lasted for more than 7 minutes, forcing pedestrians and motorists to take cover. This gunfire exchange would determine whether Leon Shimoli and his accomplices would see another day or follow the fate that his father, Edward Maina Shimoli, faced along Kangundo Road in 2007. The suspects ran out of bullets. Their fate was lastly decided when the sharpshooting, plain-clothed police officers. Unlucky for the 3, even if they tossed a coin infinite times that day, it would have never landed their way. All of them were shot at close range, according to witnesses. Police reported that all of the young men were under 25 years old. They were armed with a Beretta pistol with serial number EB190125737. However, it did not have a magazine. Police recovered school books, a student's card, and a national identity card belonging to Paul Kingsley. In another report, a Seska gun and several rounds of ammunition were recovered. As the bodies lay at the city mortuary on the same day of the shooting, residents in Jericho celebrated the death of a man they said had given them sleepless nights. Those who spoke to Nairobi News on condition of anonymity said Shimoli used to befriend people before stealing from them. It turned out Leon Shimoli was on the run since 2018. In 2018, police shot and killed Arnold Okongo, 16 years, thinking he was Shimoli. However, they later retracted their initial statement, saying that Okongo, who was also known as Randy, was a close friend of Shimoli, and they used to carry out robberies together. His father, Thomas Okongo, who is the head coach of Jericho All-Stars Football Club in Nairobi, disagreed with the police that his son was involved in crime. On the day Okongo was killed, plain-clothed police arrived as he boarded a matatu. One of the officers pulled him down before telling his friends to flee the scene. The officers then proceeded to shoot him several times. Makadara Police Commander Judith Nyongesa said she is working closely with Makadara DCIO Mr. Martin Korongo to curb crime in the sub-county, and they had managed to reduce the crime rate. After this scenario, some Kenyans weighed in on the matter. One group saying the group deserved a fair trial instead of cutting their lives short. The other sided with the police as a way to end the thugs. Like, subscribe, and watch this awesome video next.